been a bad year for victims of the Matrix. Andrew Tate's in prison, his brother's in prison, he's on Mount Wudon, living 5,000 years or whatever he tweets about, which I find his tweets are very... Sneako. We're talking about Sneako today. It's been a bad couple of weeks for Sneako. And it's because of my friend Critikal. You guys know him. Jesus, all right? So my mom calls him. She asks about Jesus quite a bit. Sneako is back in the news, and this time it isn't for swallowing the red pill like it has been for him for years. He's been a popular guy for a long time. There's even a clip of him as like a little kid reacting to some blue hair meme.
Probably more than half of you have some more gay thoughts than you care to admit.
Oh, or whatever, I don't know. Recently, he's been acting real dumb. Misusing and flailing around Firearms and calling out Critikal and saying he's gonna pull up on him, which I think means he's gonna murder him, I think. That's a threat, I'm pretty sure. If you don't know who Sneako is, good for you, my man, and or woman, but there's not that many women who watch my videos, so. You've seen some of his clips floating around. He's a little bit based, a little bit red-pilled occasionally, right? I mean, look at this Chad moment.
I'm like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test. I know.
Wow, that was so awesome. Now, I mentioned my friend Critikal and how Sneako is going to pull up on him. Well, this started a while ago. Do you remember the movie Cuties? Hopefully not. Hopefully you never saw it. Hopefully you are not a pedophile. It is a movie that has been criticized for essentially just being softcore giddy, which is really bad. And Charlie, aka Moist Critikal, made a video slamming it and saying it was disgusting and immoral.
And again, these are actual children actresses. These aren't adults playing kids. These are actual 11, 12-year-olds. They're children doing these disgusting things.
Which I completely agree with, to be honest with you. I think art is cool, but I also think art is weird. And a lot of really weird, bizarre, evil people make art. You don't have to be good to make art. See Hitler. Sneako responded to Critikal's video bashing his favorite movie, Cuties, and said that Charlie was only seeing the negatives and that he didn't understand, which is, you know, sure, whatever, okay, there is probably something positive to see in the movie, maybe, at some point. Sneako thought the movie was pretty good.
I saw Cuties last night and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover and I got clickbaited. So did you got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
That part right there is really interesting to me, because just because it's not unusual now doesn't mean it's right. Also, you got clickbaited. What the hell does that even mean, brother? It's 4 little girls in short shorts and crop tops. What do you mean you got clickbaited? What does that even mean? That's what the movie is. That's the movie right there. And you wanted to click on that? You got clickbaited? I get clickbaited by monkeys eating strawberries. We are not the same. Sneako made this video in response to Charlie's video on Cuties, and, you know, it kind of festered for a while, and then Charlie responded to Sneako's response a couple months ago, and he basically slams him and destroys him in every single way possible.
You have no ability to banter. You can't insult anyone. So my point with this was, why is this the guy that's lecturing everyone on their relationships, shitting on people's relationships, when he himself is in one that makes him very upset and he can't come to terms with it? Anytime you're pushed, all you fall back on is one of 3 things: soy boy, bot, or NPC, and that's it. You never deviate from this path. You've shown that the person has got under your skin, and the only thing you can resort to is a caveman brain of, I'll beat you in a fight. Sneako, you beating me in a fight doesn't unf your girlfriend from the numerous men that had sex with her in front of you.
It's epic. It's an epic moment. And like Critikal, I believe that the only people who are watching and enjoying this movie are self-admitted pedophiles, because it's for them. It's made for them. Let's be real. After that, Sneako took a massive L. Everyone started hating on him. He started beefing with Charlie. As happens, Charlie sold merch, which was really smart. Very good idea. I love it. Turning doo-doo into gold. Me like Charlie. And this whole thing yet again festers until very recently. Sneako started schizo posting on Twitter about pattern recognition in people that have tried to cancel him. Andrew Tate has done this as well. There's like all these photos of people that I know, Jay Aubrey, Hassan Piker, Critikal, and other people who are just making commentary videos. It's pattern recognition. You can see that they're beta soy boy cucks, right? Which is ironic because Sneako is literally a cuck. He actually is. He's actually a cuck.
What does that feel like?
Nah, it's okay. It felt like somebody was like taking something from me. Like someone was violating my property. That's what it felt like. I felt like getting robbed like right in front of me. Like that's what it, yeah, it's like, I don't want it. Why am I looking? I don't take any enjoyment from that.
He's a bit of a cuckold. He's cucked before. Not exactly red-pilled, I thought at least. I think I have a different understanding of what red-pilled and being based is. But to the whole pattern recognition tweet, Critikal called him out and said that he was a little soy worm, which is awesome. And also pointed out that none of the people in the pattern recognition tweet were really trying to cancel him. They're just calling out terrible takes and making fun of him, as you are allowed to do, freedom of speech. The First Amendment, which is more based than being a cuck. I personally don't kink shame, but my kink is to kink shame. So I think it's weird, to be honest. I think it's weird, and I think you're weird, you little weird guy. Another side note, sorry to keep going in on this, but one of Sneako's takes is that you should let your girlfriend get zoinked by another man to see if you actually love her.
But I think it's something everybody should do.
That is crazy, man. That is just crazy, crazy, crazy. Maybe I'm just really uncomfortable with myself and my confidence and my sexuality. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's a me problem. Sneako responds and goes right to violence, saying he would rather solve all this face to face as opposed to over the internet. Basically, it looks like this. Yes, I am based, I am red-pilled, I am an alpha male, I defend CP. Also, I like getting cucked. Do you want to fight about it? That's interesting. That's an interesting take to have. These takes are not threatening at all. So, Mr. Sneako had to pull out his piece, his 9mm, all right? Which is absolutely bad. I was surprised that the bullets weren't loaded in backwards, to be honest with you. It looks like Sneako has finally lost his mind. I mean, this is crazy, dude. He's giving in to the Matrix. The Matrix is winning. I want to see what Andrew Tate has to say about this, because Andrew is in prison scaling Wudon Mountain, living the life of a 5,000-year-old Chinese monk. All right. This all made Sneako very, very, very grumpy and says that Charlie would never say it to his face, which is probably true because he's dangerous. He wants to shoot him, obviously. And then Critikal called out his take on CP, which is awesome, stating that he's a cuck and a cheese pizza defender, which is dope because it's true. And this is when things kind took off, all right? Sneako blocked Critikal from viewing his streams and he had to rely on communication through clips, which is really hilarious to me. And it is at this point that Sneako lost his mind and did the meme, which is where he threatens him with a gun.
The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, oh, you guys must have just stopped the Cuties watch party over there at Sneako's stream, right? Welcome, cucks, that kind of shit. So he kept saying, oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you, waving his gun around and dancing.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips.
Yeah, pretty embarrassing, to be honest. Very, very, very embarrassing. Watch my clips. Very, very embarrassing. Stating... I mean, and you know, I don't even need to, I love guns, as you guys know. I'm wearing a Fed hat. There's a gun over there. You guys have seen my stuff. I love guns. Critikal decides to school him on this by saying that those are not clips. Those are mags. Critikal says mags, magazines, whatever. They're not clips, all right? This isn't World War I. Those are magazines. A Glock is a magazine-fed weapon, and Sneako is a dumbass. And Charlie couldn't watch all this happen live because he just keeps saying slurs. It'll get Charlie banned off Twitch. I mean, the whole thing is so hilariously immature and epic. I love it. Sneako is a goober. On top of the whole clip thing, I mean, let's check out Sneako's trigger discipline. Couldn't be much more embarrassing, could it? Incredible, man. Incredible. Just a finger on the trigger. Very, very, very awesome. This man is a schizo brandishing a firearm live on Rumble. This is very entertaining, but for the love of God, someone take his gun away from him. It's gonna hurt somebody. And he's also literally threatening them.
I go to the government, so you hold it like, you have to grip it, you put your...
Why is your finger on the trigger?
It's not on the trigger. It's not loaded, by the way.
I know, but you gotta always exercise finger.
So this is how I hold it, like here.
Okay.
And then, okay, if I'm standing up, you lean forward a little bit.
And then what you do, you know, if someone's like says some shit, you draw like this, bam, just like that.
That was good!
If someone says some shit, that doesn't seem like that's gonna go very well in court. As you might expect, through all this, Charlie made a pimpin' response to his video. and just called him out in every single possible way you can imagine. He teaches him about mags. He pulls out his gun, all right, which he's got a couple guns. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
You absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here.
DI, LWRC, what you got there, man? What you got there? What is it thing? It looks cool as hell. Showing him what would happen if he were to pull up. This is awesome. YouTubers are gonna become like rappers pretty soon and actually start killing each other, I think. Charlie mentions how sensitive Sneako is, which is also very, very, very funny. I suggest that if he's so sensitive and loves guns so much, he could use an emotional support pistol. By the way, you can buy the emotional support pistol shirt at oompa.shop. By God, does it look good. Then there was a bunch of back and forths on Twitter that ended with a final bombshell that got under Sneako's skin, to say the least. It's pretty cringe. Sneako, through all this drama on Twitter, is struggling to come up with responses, so he asks his Discord how to respond to a meme that Destiny tweeted about him. When I'm in a cucked competition and my opponent is Sneako. You can't just respond Soyboy bot or NPC to that one, or ratio either. So he did delete that from his Discord as well, because it's incredibly embarrassing. So all in all, this whole thing is wild, okay? Unbelievable amounts of drama between my friend Critikal and this goober Sneako. I mean, what is this, dude? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Okay? It's so funny that it just drives an even larger divide into people's minds. Like, there are intelligent people who really think that Sneako is some kind of messiah, some kind of god sent down to protect masculinity, but in reality, he's just an idiot. And like Critikal said, even if, you know, Sneako could beat Charlie in a fight, it's not gonna unfuck his girlfriend. And the whole challenging someone to a fight thing, dude, you guys are not even in the same weight class. Of course you would win in a fight. You'd probably beat my ass. Let's see, how tall is he? 6'3". Okay, so he's taller than me, but he looks frail and very slow. So let's check out his boxing. Oh, wow. That's bad.
And even though you would probably beat me in a fight, you're certainly not beating me in like an aesthetic physique competition, because goddamn, I blow your ass out of the water. Look at this fucking anime character physique I'm rocking.
Like, how do you even come back from that, bro? This is the biggest L of all time anyone's ever taken on the internet. Oh my lord. How do you still have fans? Shoo. And all this drama from Sneako, all these insane statements, all coming from a dude who says Charlie dresses like a file in a school shirt. But how is this just so much doublespeak and so much cognitive dissonance?
So I'm walking down the street. What are you doing?
I would walk up to him and I would say the same stuff that you said in your videos. I would look him dead in the eye and say all that stuff you said in your videos, say it to my face right now. And I know that he would freeze up and not say a word. Look at him. If he's calling me a pedophile, look at me and look at him. Who's more likely to be on a watch list? Who's more likely to shoot up school?
Yo!
This is why I'm sick of the internet and why we should spend more time in the real world, because this is garbage, bro.
I love that he mentions the real world thing, and somehow internet drama and talking shit and being right and making fun of your takes is somehow less real than liking Cuties and being a literal cuck. That's very strange. It's been a bad time for Sneako since all this happened. I mean, the memes have been wild. Even I joined in on the fun, guys. I said smoking my Sneako pack right now, and that did that did well. A good tweet. I love his gun. What is that? Is that an LWRC? I think it's an LWRC. Man, he's so cool. Dead air. Charlie! Pack watch. Do a pack watch edit. Yeah. Lots of memes though. Love them. Sneako's girlfriend. Bloody bottoms is underneath. I'm at a drive-thru at Burger King. Sneako, when there's men eating his girlfriend at the function. Oh my God, bro. I love this. This is so funny. Jesus, poor guy. So anyways, I love what's happened through all this. The internet is going pretty hard on Sneako. Do you guys think the internet is going too hard on him? Do you feel bad for him? I feel a little bit bad for him, honestly. Do you think he's made any good points in any of his responses? I don't think he's made a single one, to be honest. And I'm willing to admit when someone is right, or I do agree with someone in spite of their political belief or you know, whatever things that they've said in the past or done. I can put it aside and recognize. Not a single thing. I think Charlie sufficiently dominated this man, and if I had to give a moist meter rating on this absolute just destruction, I would give it a 100%. What would you guys give it? I'm also very excited for Sneako to respond to Charlie's news video, so will be pretty excited. And I wonder if I'll be on the list now. I have a mustache and guns, so maybe not, because I'm not a soy boy. I don't like watching my girlfriend get though, so maybe I am a soy boy. I don't know how it works.